Hello everyone, this is Aridea. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest VI Realms of Revelation for the DS. Previously, the party traveled north from Arkbolt and arrived in Aridea in the Dream World. Now it's time to check out this charming desert town. On nights when the moon is full, a mysterious floating island appears in the sea nearby. The people aboard this island claim they come from a place called the Isle of Smiles. A world of happiness, free of toil or tears. Could such a place truly exist? Goddess only knows. Perhaps you can see it for yourselves. There's a full moon tonight. The island may be here before we know it. An island free of toil or tears? I'd die in a place like that, of boredom. The nun managed to sum up the situation nicely, didn't she, Heorot? But the only way to find out exactly what happens around here at night is to see it with our own eyes. I sense that we have a long night ahead of us. You know what happens when there's a full moon? Poof! An island pops out of nowhere in the sea. Wicked! That boy seems to be getting a bit carried away. Can we really trust his words? Whoa, that kid must have seen this island for himself, eh? So the island only appears when the moon is full. Sounds a bit too good to be true, though. Hello, dog. Sniff. Arf, arf. I'm worried about the poor dog. His aura isn't very bright. That much skin and bones. Food must be in short supply around town, eh? That poor dog's nose is as dry as the desert. Doesn't seem too healthy, then. An item shop? Not much. Thanks anyway, ma'am. Hello. Cough, cough. Why'd my pa have to be so goddess-dang gullible? He heard they'd have medicine to whup my cough up in the Isle of Smiles. I couldn't do nothing to stop him once he got that idea in his head. He just up and left on me. That was weeks ago. I'm dying over here. Cough! That girl's father probably can't come back even if he wants to, don't you think? I wonder if anyone has ever actually returned from this Isle of Smiles. She's not looking too good, eh? Maybe we could track down her dad and everything like that. Did something befall that poor girl's father on the way to the Isle of Smiles? Or did something befall him after he arrived there? Bookshelves? There is a single mangy dog-eared book on the shelf. Heorot has read it before. Oh boy, some Wayfarer's clothes. Yippee skippy! Into the bag they go. Nothing else in this house. So let's continue on. Hello, sir. The armour shop. We have some minor improvements. Shellmet. The Tortoise Shell. I'll come back later. Hey, you city slickers. Did you see a little island floating near the Western Cape? Sorry, no. Fantastic. Then I ain't missed it yet. Next time for sure. I don't get that fella. He hasn't missed what yet? Has that man been drinking? What could he have been talking about? I could sense its importance to him, whatever it was. Travelers, here in Aridea? Heh, hope you like nothin', 'cause we got lots of it. So I see. That poor woman's face betrays a deep weariness with life. How sad. I'm not sensing much in the way of hopes and dreams here. She ain't lying, Doesn't seem so. And here's a well. Dang, same as it ever was. Ain't enough water down here to dip my pinky toe in. That is not good. I wish I could help, but wells are a pretty deep subject. The well is almost dried up. If that goes, this town is in real trouble. It seems that this town is going to need some sort of miracle in order for water to flow here again. So it seems. Hello, sir. I hear Murdaw's been beaten. Big whoop. Peace don't mean squat if our well ain't runnin'. I don't see how the well runnin' dry was Murdaw's doing. It probably has more to do with this being a desert and everything like that. So when the well dried up, the life was sucked out of this sorry place. A dry well is an even bigger problem than a dread fiend for these people. Yes, it is kind of a big problem. Burp. Whew. Reckon I just made room for another drink, ya? I don't think so, sir. Ah, come on. My little missus ran off to the Isle of Smiles without me. Drinking helps keep me from thinking about her. Hick! Is that island so attractive it can make a woman leave her husband? Intriguing. I would like to find out more about this Isle of Smiles. We should ask around. The Isle of Smiles, That name sounds awfully fishy to me. Yes, indeed. Some pots. Ah, some holy water. Hello, ma'am. Thank you kindly, but I ain't interested in your island. We're more than happy enough right here, honest to goddess. Don't pay us no bother. I'm sure plenty of our neighbors are eager to join you besides. Huh? She must have us mixed up with someone else. They seem used to people trying to lure them away somewhere. What does she mean by your island? Strange things are afoot. Indeed. Nothing there. Nothing of interest there. Look, I appreciate you keep on inviting me, but I'm just not. Oh? You're travelers, I take it. Sorry about that. I thought you were that guy come to convince us to visit the Isle of Smiles again. Heh. You get a little slow on the draw when you reach my age. Sorry about that, sir. Folks are selling the Isle of Smiles around town. Wonder who they are. Good question. I pray we meet this fellow promoting the Isle of Smiles. There is much I want to ask him. Yes, indeed. They really do seem content here. I can see it in their auras. Interesting shaped house. Meow. Hello, kitty. Here, kitty kitty. That cat looks famished. The poor thing must be scavenging for scraps. That cat's coat must be murder in this heat, especially if it's long-haired. Aha! Another mini-medal. We're up to 16. We found a couple on the way here. Ah, more out-of-towners. Let me guess. You came here after hearing about the Isle of Smiles, ya? Not really. Just passing through, then. Can't imagine any other reason you'd come to our sorry town. If you get curious, they say you can reach the Isle of Smiles from the Western Cape. The Western Cape, Maybe we could find some clues over there. So in other words, if we want to go to the Isle of Smiles, we should head to the Western Cape? I think it's worth investigating this Western Cape. And if we say yes? Thought so. Let me say my piece, though. Not a single visitor to the Isle of Smiles has ever returned. Not a one. Maybe the promises are true. Maybe they're living lives of unbridled happiness. Who knows? There's something worrying about that man's words. We must ask around and find out more. There's no way of knowing whether they're happy if no one ever comes back. That's true enough. Hey, you ain't seriously thinking about going there, are you? Well, I'm sure you have your reasons, Heorot. If you're going, then count me in. The inn. Hello, sir. 120. Okay, price. Better than the price in that desert underpass, anyway. Hello, sir. I came all this way to ride the floating island to the Isle of Smiles. You don't even need to pay for admission. Almost seems too good to be true. Think about that. Anyway, the blasted island hasn't arrived yet. I want to get to my happy place. Once I reach the Isle of Smiles, I'm going to party every night until midnight, sleep every day until noon. Only until midnight, eh? Seems like half the people in Aridea came here just to get on the island. I've never seen such a dedicated hedonist. The way that man is talking, you'd think his spirit is already on the Isle of Smiles. Nothing there. This seems to be the weapon shop. Name's Skip Tickle. I'm a wandering swordsman. Hello, Mr. Tickle. You heard the rumors about the island that takes folks to the so-called Isle of Smiles? Yes, I have, sir. Well, don't you think there's something wrong with this picture? Indeed. Think about it. A paradise free to all, and filled with joy and wonder? Yeah, right. Sounds like a kid's tale if you ask me. Well, if anyone was going to be skeptical... Skeptical, I get it. It's nice to see someone has a little sense around here. Even if the Isle of Smiles were to be all illusion and trickery, people like him would not be fooled. Well, we'll see. Hello, weapon shop. What have you today? There's a Lunar Fan. That is an improvement for Millie. I'll be sure to pick it up later. Night has fallen over the desert sky. This happens after we talk to everyone in Aridea. Gets dark quick in the desert, The night is drawing in. It's already dark. I wonder if the inn's open. No need to go to the inn. We need to investigate this island. Brr! These desert nights are freezing my tender parts. The goddess has blessed us with a beautiful full moon and the cold, clear sky. That fella ought to move away from the well. It's probably freezing in there. Indeed. We'll freeze to death out here if we aren't careful. Heads up. Looks like a full moon. Wonder if we'll have anyone trotting off to the Isle of Smiles tonight. Good question. I want to see this island with my own eyes. The island that goes to the Isle of Smiles should be arriving at the Western Cape. So, what was the story again? A floating island from the Isle of Smiles that makes port under the full moon, eh? Indeed. If we're going to find out if it's true, tonight's the night. So, let us go check it out. A floating island that visits the Western Cape on a full moon? That's the kind of talk that tickles my curiosity. So they seem to be losing people in Aridea. But where does everybody go? A full moon hangs in the night sky. Everything is bathed in a cold, crisp light. The desert gets a bit nippy at night, I tell you. Shoo! I wonder if all the desert town deserters are already at the western coastline. Now you want to be prepared before heading off to the west. We'll be fighting a boss battle shortly. Some model slimes. What are these easy enemies doing around here, huh? Goodbye. Interesting. What have we here? We're at the mobile island. Interesting. Look, Heorot, there's someone waiting on the bridge. I presume they won't suddenly attack us if we try and speak with them? Crikey, what's this now? That thing really does move? Welcome to the first day of the rest of your lives in paradise, good friends. You won't regret this decision. We'll see about that. Before you know it, we'll be setting sail for the wonderful, beautiful dream paradise known as the Isle of Smiles. No more hatred, no more work, no more problems, no more wrinkles. Leave all your worries on the dock, because your future is nothing but sunshine and smiles. Now climb aboard, my friends. Several of your fellow townspeople are already on board. We'll depart as soon as you give the thumbs up to the crewman in the front. Very well, good sir. Blah, blah, blah. Pass me the shovel, Heorot. Where are all the people from Aridea? Just who are these people? We'll soon see. We'll depart as soon as you give the thumbs up to the crewman in front. I would imagine the townsfolk were ensconced inside. Well, Heorot, are you ready to smile? Let's go. I reckon we ain't allowed in that building until they shove off. Well, we better shove off then. We're ready to shove off, friends. Good to go? Yes, we are. Great. Step inside, buddies. Next stop, Paradise. Ah, but paradise for whom, I wonder? May the Isle of Smiles give you everything you deserve, and then some. Show enough. And this island really is starting to move. Ahoy! This thing actually sails! At last, we're off to the Isle of Smiles. This island is rocking gently. I pray that we've all packed our sea legs. Go on in and enjoy yourselves. We'll be in paradise before you know it. I reckon they want us to wait out the trip in that room, aye? Looks like the room is open to us now. I would dearly like to study the mechanism that allows this island to move. Well, this is a dream world. No turning back now, aye? That's that. We don't want to raise suspicions. Let's at least pretend to go along with what they're saying. I hear sounds of revelry coming from behind that entrance over there. So, let's check it out. This is one fancy cruise ship, aye? Or is that Cruise Island? Whatever. I see the faces of many people we've encountered before. Hey, there's one of the people we saw in town, and there's another, and another. Indeed. Well, we definitely want to prep up. Passing out some more Psycho Essence is not bad. Yahoo! I'm headed to the Isle. I finally made it. Well, good for you. There is a distinct lack of restraint to that man's joy. Hardy har, that fella's acting like this is a dream come true and everything like that. If I were him, I'd be worried about what happens once we arrive. Ah, life is good. The buffet's all you can eat, and you get free refills on the drinks. And we haven't even arrived at the Isle of Smiles yet. This is just the ride. There's no such thing as a free lunch. The buffet is keeping people from asking questions, such as who made the Isle of Smiles and why. Seems like a fun joint now, but I bet you'd get sick of it soon enough. Greetings, fiends. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I must be, coming down with something. Hee hee. Huh? She must have a frog in her throat. That voice, it sounded rather masculine. She must have some kind of cold. First that monster Murdaugh bites the dust, and now I'm on the high road to paradise in the Isle of Smiles. It's like nothing can go wrong. We'll see about that. It seems everyone on board has truly thrown caution to the wind. These folks don't get that the easy way ain't always the right way, aye? I wonder if he's ever heard the phrase, too good to be true. Indeed, Millie, indeed. I'm deeply sorry, friends, but this stairway is off-limits to passengers. Please enjoy your voyage from the comfort of the main cabin. Must we? I imagine there's trouble awaiting us down there. We'd better play by the rules for now. What secret lurks at the bottom of those stairs? Good question. I used to make my living running a town's inn. But that was before I heard about this place. Now I feel like I wasted my life. It seems that folks from all walks of life have made their way here. Well, Heorot, if we ever find an inn without a keeper, we'll know who it belonged to. He was probably perfectly happy before he heard about this place. Hello, Skip Tickle. Oh hey, remember me? Skip Tickle. We bumped into each other in Aridea's weapon shop. Yes, I remember you, Mr. Tickle. I know I was a little wary of this whole operation back in town, but now that I'm here, I don't know what I was thinking. The crew here are all so friendly. Yes, so friendly. Hey, another round, please. Hee, you're a strong one. And there I was, thinking he could resist anything. Not temptation, apparently. Sometimes the doubter can end up as the strongest believer. What a flip-flopper, I. One taste of the good life, and he lost all common sense. Oh man, I forgot that I get seasick, island sick, whatever. Heave. I wonder how much longer it'll be until we reach our destination. You know, I've been checking out that bunny girl over there. No, not like that. Anyway, something just ain't right about her. It seems one can get seasick even on board an island. They told me that no one ages on the Isle of Smiles. If I'd have known that, I would have come a lot sooner, let me tell ya. It sounds wonderful, but could a place like this truly exist? These folks are far too old to believe in fairy tales. If you ask me, older gents are rather charming. But I sense that such assurances would be wasted on that man at this point. Huh? Sorry. I couldn't hold it in any longer, so, well, you know. Anyway, who's ready for round 2? What were you trying to hold in, sir? Couldn't hold what in any longer? Just what is going on here? I sense it would be wise not to ask for more details. Let's move on. Hick, guess I'm finally off to see my little missus. Just one more drink to calm the old nerves. Hick. Does that fella ever run out of excuses to drink? Is he wobbling because of the waves, or because of his reckless imbibing? At this rate, he won't even notice when we land. Oh, something tells me he will. Oof, all this running around is murder on my hooves. Hooves? I mean, my tender human feet. Hee hee. Ahoy! She said hooves just now. Hooves! I heard her! There may be more to her than meets the eye. Take a good look at her, Heorot. Something's not quite right, is it? Indeed not. Bookshelves? There's a book entitled Hidden Treasure. Heorot takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Sadly, it looks like all of the important pages have been torn out. Well, that's a drag. Hey, come on, why the long face? Perk up a little, champ. Wait till you see the surprise we have in store once we reach the Isle of Smiles. What is it, you ask? It's a surprise, silly. I bet you're just dying to find out. She's one smooth talker, It's almost scary. Surprise, if ever a word had the lure of the forbidden fruit. I must say that I have never liked surprises. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Care to wet your whistle? No thanks. I see. Well, I'll be here if you change your mind. How do we shake the truth out of these people? Hey, what do you think would happen if we said yes to him? That bartender, he sounds like he's up to something. What do you think of this vintage? Rich, isn't it? Good red wine, the color of blood, my favorite. Hehehe. Okay. I wouldn't drink this crud if they gave it away free, which they are. This wine is indeed an unusually rich shade of red. The bar is very well stocked, I must say. Well, let's squeeze by these gentlemen and get the mini-medal from that barrel. We're now up to 17. Now to progress, we have to take this guy's drink. Care to wet your whistle? Yes. Bravo! You sure can knock 'em back. Care for another? I guess so. Wow, did you even taste that? Might want to pace yourself, chum. These drinks pack a wallop. I'm sure that's the intent. Want to rest a bit? I could wake you up when we arrive. Sure. All right. Pleasant dreams. In the next episode, we'll check out the Isle of Smiles. This is Hey Rotlinia. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.